Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for October 7th, 2025. This is for Taurus. Last shuffle coming out. For Taurus here. Let's see what's going on. So that one wanted to come out and it's going to come out anyway, but we have commitment and we have great gratitude. And so for many of you, you need to be very committed to already somewhat, I won't say expecting the expecting the best, that rather, but more like showing gratitude just in general for all things in your life. I know how this sounds, right? Showing gratitude that you still have an opportunity to be hopeful and faithful, faithful in the sense of like full of faith, walking with the confidence of a thousand angels, walking with the confidence of every ancestor that ever walked the earth that is backing you up and protecting you. You need to act and walk as if you have the power of so many on the other side. You've got to. The angels are screaming out that you're a success. So I do see with commitment, you have Magician, King of Cups, Eight of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. The more that you put your heart and soul into something, and the more that it's like you want to be committed to learning more about something and falling more and more in love with the subject. I don't know how else to put this, right? uh and no How about, it seems as though gratitude, right? Gratitude and faith and hope is the key to your success. Okay, they're giving off that it gives you a new lease on life. They're speaking about how, for many of you, you may feel like you're just existing, right? We're not really grateful for the food we eat. We're not really grateful for the roof over our head or the clothing on our back. We're just like, well, I mean, that, it's a shirt. It's a sandwich, right? And so in that way, we may be rendering ourselves, feeling like we're just existing. We're not very, there's a need to be very grateful for what you have been given in life. Gratitude lays a solid foundation from which a life, an expression, self-expression comes from. And life is all about passion, self-expression, experience, learning, knowledge, wisdom, all of these things. It's about growth, right? And so they're wanting you to look at, I would say, look into your chart, see if you have a grand trine anywhere. Grand trines speak of blessings. If you don't, it's not common. Not everyone would have one. But if you don't, they're still speaking of blessings coming your way. You want to look into your ninth house also. Your ninth house is the house that is ruled by faith, having, believing in oneself, developing a philosophy based on hope and faith. Basically, that's where they're coming from for you. Now, you want to use lilacs, the color or the flower or the scent, because lilacs, um, they, what's the word I'm looking for? They strengthen your faith. They strengthen faith. That's what that's for, mostly. It also represents, to some degree, your crown chakra. So your crown chakra could either be open, but for this to be here, this tells me that someone may have an imbalanced crown chakra, and that the symptoms of that would be like, um, maybe feeling detached from reality, feeling like you're not able to connect with other people. Maybe you don't even feel connected to yourself. You may just be like, I'm just existing, you know. You may feel spiritually isolated, like no one shares the same beliefs. I don't even know what I believe all the way, and those things, such as that. Also, many of you could be suffering from like headaches, migraines. You may feel mentally exhausted, like I got a lot of rest, but my head, I can't focus. You may suffer from like neurological disorders, like, you know what I mean, like pains, aches, and weird aches and pains, um, feeling like you have no direction in life, depressed, those type of things. And if that's the case, then you would want to use or wear or place these stones somewhere around you, right? And that would be like amethyst, diamonds, clear quartz, selenite. You want to use the like diffuse these oils. Like if you have a one of those, you would use myrrh, sandalwood, frankincense, lavender. What's the other one? Rose. And like eat light plant-based foods. Try to steer clear of like processed meals. And then also fasting is important too. It's very good to fast in this. You want to stargaze. And you want to use bells. Meditate alone, silently. Just just the sound of bells. Um, the, Also too, 963 hertz frequency music. You could play that in the background quietly. I use frequencies, but it doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes I need it loud, though, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'm blasting it, but most of the time it's playing in the background quietly. And so, with great gratitude, you have the Fool and Seven of Pentacles, and there's something about you being grateful that you have leisure time. Some of you may have a lot of free time. There may be someone around you that has pull rank. This could be someone that is wanting to help you in your career or to give you a job. This person would be the career choice. The career or the position would be like banking, real estate, management, investments, even. Okay. And also maybe encouraging you to become self-employed. This Someone's coming towards you. They may feel like you'd be very, very successful. Lavender is quite important also because you want to surround yourself with a lot of love. You want to surround yourself with people who care for you, and those solid. And by doing so, um, these would be people who love you are going to inspire faith in you. They're going to have hope in you, and you may need this at this point because you may start feeling like meh about life. Some of you may be suffering from like a depression. Seriously, you want to start making some freaking efforts. Not, and I don't mean it like, you know what I'm saying. I'm saying it because they're showing that there's a lot of people around you who are rooting for you, and they're telling you to make effort. That great love, when people, the love that you are receiving, and the love that maybe you don't feel it all the way right now. And perhaps people are now starting to look at you like, because if you're going through this, people may start to be like, I don't know anymore. I mean, I just don't know. And so that may feel a lot like rejection. It may feel a lot like I'm letting people down, that I am, messing up. Maybe you feel like codependent on people around you, um, and distant at the same time. But they're saying that it's important to make efforts, right? The past is behind you. All you have is what's in front of you now. You need to release the past and embrace the new possibilities that are coming in. I see a new path coming right now. You're getting a second chance or another chance at something. You're getting an opportunity to be successful at something. Don't waste it. Don't squander it. I'm seeing angel number 7777. So 4 sevens, which is also crown chakra is a 7. You want to you need to change your perspective. Whatever is going on, it's time to um you got to keep going down the road that you're on. Don't deviate, right? But reach for, you'll know what you need to do. You really will. If you stick to what you're doing, reach for the wisdom within. You are very wise. You want to say, I go with the flow and feel my connection to the stream of life. You want to say this as you are doing things to open up your crown chakra to help you to connect seriously, because you'll know what the right step is. There's something about you. You're highly intuitive, highly intuitive. Um, so yeah, there's a need to change your perspective. Okay. Gratitude goes a long way. As another Taurus told me, gratitude is the parent of prosperity and abundance. And, blessings. It's the parent of those things. Starts with gratitude. The sacred temple with Knight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. The sacred temple speaks of where you're meant to be. And there's something about, excuse me, you needing to continue to work on something. There's a project that may be close to your heart. There may be something that you're doing that is very creative. And it may be like, maybe you're a poet, maybe you're a writer, but you want to continue to work at something. You're so close. If you're not a master at something already, you're close, right? You want to start by not doing things that are not serving your highest good. You want to kind of walk away from these things. That would be thinking negatively, overthinking something that you have a skill or a gift with. Um, right. Also, too, understanding one thing that we must understand as people: the wisest person in the world knows one thing, that they know nothing at all in comparison to the knowledge that we have at at our disposal and our arsenal as human beings. We know nothing at all. You know what I mean? We're Everyone's still learning. Everyone's still a student, regardless of where the heck you are in your life. We're all students, right? There's still elderly people are still learning. Like there's a quest to learn as much as we possibly can learn, and you never really know everything. Excuse my throat. I apologize seriously. Um, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing here for you. I'm just gonna move forward because this is a lot. Where Yeah, it's a lot. So the healing light, we have Knight of Swords and twice Knight of Swords here twice. The only thing I could see about this, what may be very healing for a person, is sort of realizing that in many regards, you may find yourself somewhat sabotaging things by speaking negatively to yourself. There's a lot of negativity, right? And the negative things that could be said is that I don't know I don't know anything, that I'm broken as a person, that I've already failed and I failed at life. And so I already made one mistake and that's it. Um, so many people, it would heal you to understand that it's so important to mm, focus on what you do know. And when they're speaking of laying a solid foundation, this would be about saying, you know, that there's no such thing as fail, right? Failing is fun because you get a chance to start over. You know what I mean? That was the past, and it's now time to move forward into the future. What are your ambitions? What do you really want to do? And it would heal you to speak your truth, to at least to yourself, of like, what are you hopeful for? If you could have anything, you could be anything, what would that be? What if you had a second chance to do something? What would you do? So take that same energy and put it to where you are now, right? They want you to change your perspective about your situation and where you are and who you are and what you bring to the table and what you can bring to the table. You have a lot of blessings coming your way. You will know if, like, also too, if you are the need for A change in perspective you'll know because your hips and thighs may burn like you've been running a mile. That would be something there. Mm, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So you could be dealing with a Gemini or an Aries. That's the main signs. I'm seeing Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces, and another Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. You could be an Aries Taurus cusp or a Taurus Gemini cusp. I'm seeing Pisces Aries cusp, Aquarius Pisces, Capricorn Aquarius cusp also. Mm. All right, so if you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.